Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now damn it, I got some hoops to watch. Save the game that I ain't even staying away from the news so nobody win. I want to see somebody play. It's a team. It ain't the Lakers. I already know they lost. Right? But trying to save a game, I kind of get back to some boxing news. You know what I'm saying? Heavyweight boxing news. We going up there and get on my damn nerves. And the first thing after I heard it was, this better not be true. Better not be true. First thing. Second thing I thought was, well, April got something to do with it, so maybe it's an April Fool's joke in December. Right? Well, word has it, WBN, World Boxing News, I ain't going to tell on them because it's going to be in the description box. They say that Anthony Joshua might ditch or scrap the Wembly Arena fight on April the 13th to fight Jarrell Miller in New York. Right? Madison Square Garden, Barclays Center, wherever. Now, willing to scrap that April 13th date, this is an infamous date now, for Jarrell Miller in New York. Right? Now, bam. When it comes to Wilder, we ain't scrapping nothing. It has to be April 13th. It has to be in Wembley. It has to be in England. My fans have to, all that. But for Jarrell Miller, weighs 300 pounds. Jarrell Miller weighs 100 pounds more than Deontay Wilder. And I'm literally, because he was 317. His last fight, he was 309 or something. Shoot, Wilder's fight was 209. 100 pounds heavier. But he's ready to go to New York for them guys. And WBN, they don't have no sources. This is just them saying this. So let's just hope it's some kind of, hoax or whatever. Because this would look bad, right? Because they're saying this would be in the spring, right? So in the spring is the April date, right? And they said in the article also, it says, basically Miller will overtake the winner of Dillian White versus Derek Chisora. That Miller's going to overtake them. Now, is it right or whatever? Who knows, man? Because at the end of the day, your boy Jarrell Miller fought Adamic and your boy Ogden, or whatever the man's name was. Excuse me for not remembering his name, right? Because he was undefeated at the time. But these guys are not the guys that you bust through the door for, right? So I don't know why that is. But then again, what's basically planned is AJ is seeing. He's already said he thinks, Derek Chisora is going to beat Dillian White. He says he thinks he's going to beat Dillian White, and he wants him to beat Dillian White because Dillian White is an enemy of his. But then again, they said, well, if Dillian White wins, forget that because that's my enemy, and we got a little rematch we want to have. So, but he's thinking Derek Chisora is going to get this match. So my take on this, other than it's being ridiculous when you put Wilder in the picture, but my take on this is simply like this. WBN is putting the filler out there. They're putting fillers out there to see what the reaction is going to be. If anybody's just going to hone in on the fact, wait a minute, you didn't give up that date for nothing when it came to Wilder, and you're trying to go to America all of a sudden for another guy, right? See how people are going to be thinking like that. And, also the fact of, what if Chisora wins this fight? We can't fight Chisora. So basically then it would be Jarrell Miller. And Jarrell Miller ain't budging. And he's 317 pounds. When he ain't budging, you ain't moving him unless you got a forklift. So he's not leaving New York. He's going, so Joshua's going to come there to handle that business. Right? So those are all the things. That's what happens. Your boy Dillian White would have to win that fight. I'm talking about spectacularly. Super spectacularly. And they don't think that's going to happen. It could go late or something like that. That's not going to be enough for people to do, ooh, Dillian White's going to beat Anthony Joshua. They can't do that. Like I've told you guys on several occasions, Anthony Joshua can't have another one of these fights where the odds are 8-1 and 7-1 and things like that. He can't have that. And he's not mentioning Luis Ortiz, and everybody who's interviewing him isn't doing it either, which I've told you. So right, that's the guy who can get those odds down to 3-1. And yes, I believe in odds, right? Because that's where the truth lies. Right? No pun intended or nothing like that. Where the truth lies. Guys, but, I would like to see some of the guys that are really down with Anthony Joshua. The kind of guys that's down with Anthony Joshua so much that they caught their lady in bed with Anthony Joshua, came in the room, And then Andrew Joshua just tell him, hey man, I was just, doing your girl's toenails, right? And they'll be like, yeah, Joshua was doing my girl's toenails. Yeah, he was. Just gonna ride with him till the wheels fall off. Those kind of dudes. Well, those kind of dudes, I know about you guys. So this is the time for you guys to say, hey, we don't like that. You can't go to New York to fight Miller after all this stuff you've been talking. Or we're gonna find excuses. Because if you do like that, you're getting very, very close. I compare many of these people that follow blindly to Trump supporters. But the difference is Trump supporters, people that are still following Trump at this point, after seeing all these transgressions, all these things, these guys are blinded by extreme racism. Extreme racism. Not a little bit. A little bit of the people who already jumped off and said, hey, well, our president is embarrassing us. The world has seen how he's acting with Russia or with Saudi Arabia. The world is watching, the climate change, and he doesn't believe that or whatever. And that everybody in his posse, let's just call it a posse, everybody that he hired has a criminal background. Everybody. And I think Trump likes a criminal background because he looks at it like, hey, well, that's a go-getter. He'll jump over a corpse just to get to what he wants and get to what he wants. That's a go-getter. He doesn't see that. And no, it's a criminal, not a go-getter. But he sees it that way. That's why it's not a coincidence that everybody that he's hired has a criminal background. I don't know if there's any that doesn't. But he still has supporters till now. Why? Because he will say stuff that they would like to say. When people brothers are kneeling down, hey, there's SOBs. And another sister running for governor, hey, she's low IQ. Don't monkey this up. Hey, I'd rather go to a public lynching and I'll be in the front row. Those things are things that Trump or people that he supports were saying out loud, and you're speaking for people that feel that way. And America is being shown all over the world that it's enough of them there. You understand? It's enough. Well, these people are actually here. So that's the deal. But that is something blocking them. And like I said before, it's extreme racism. So an Anthony Joshua fan is just different. Guys just really like this guy. But these are things that are glaring, right? He's been riding on this the whole time on April 13th. Now you can't come up talking about you about to fight Jarrell Miller somewhere else, especially not in America. Because obviously anyone who's been following this is going to say, well, what the hell wrong with 50 mil? Y'all want me to go back to that circus music? Boom, 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 boom. Yo, you told me just to sit to chill. You told me you're going to get the deal. You told me that the shit was real. So what the hell down with 50 mil? Come on. What the hell wrong with 50 mil? That was the lyrics. Something like that, wasn't it? I forgot them. But I know the bottom line was, what the hell wrong with 50 mil, right? So that was just to go to Vegas, have a good time in Vegas, beat somebody up that's only 209 pounds, come on home, and then fight him over there in a rematch back in Wembly. That wasn't possible. So we're going to go fight somebody that weighs 100 pounds more than him in New York and scrap the date at Wembly, and they made Wembly even bigger. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I'll tell you what I'm about to do. I'm about to go get me some sleep, but I'm going to keep that on. Doma Sports Talk. Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.